4 Mysterious Disappearances of the Millionaire's Wives, New York City, 1811–1896. Genre: historical mystery, crime drama, gothic thriller. Tone: dark, atmospheric, investigative with a supernatural undertone. Setting: New York City, from the early Federal era to the Gilded Age. Act 1, The First Vanishing, 1811. Opening scene, narrator's voice. Greater than, they were the jewels of Manhattan society, and one by one, they vanished. No ransom, no bodies, no answers. Between 1811 and 1896, 4 wives of the city's richest men disappeared without a trace. And though the years passed, the pattern never changed. The case of Eleanor Whitcomb, 1811. Eleanor, wife of wealthy shipping magnate Thomas Whitcomb, is last seen leaving their mansion on Pearl Street to visit the dressmaker. A snowstorm blankets the city that evening. She never returns. Witnesses claim they saw her speaking to a tall man in a black coat near the docks. Police drag the East River, nothing found. Rumors spread of a secret society of wealthy men who exchange wives for debts. Thomas never remarries, and refuses to speak of her again. Act 2, The Pattern Emerges, 1843. Case 2. Margaret Van Dorn, 1843. Married to Jacob Van Dorn, a powerful banker during the city's early financial boom. Disappears after attending a masquerade ball on Fifth Avenue. The carriage she left in is found empty 2 blocks from the party. A calling card with an engraved raven is found in her abandoned glove. Private investigator Nathaniel Price notes eerily similar witness descriptions to Eleanor's disappearance, the same tall man in a black coat. Margaret's sister claims she had been receiving letters written in code, which vanish from the Van Dorn estate after her disappearance. Price suspects a long-running blackmail ring, but he's threatened to drop the case or join the missing. Act 3, The Socialites Last Summer, 1871. Case 3. Lillian Pemberton, 1871. Daughter of a railroad tycoon, Lillian was known for her beauty and defiance of Victorian norms. Spent her last summer hosting lavish garden parties at her Hudson River estate. She tells friends she's been followed in the city, a shadow appearing in mirrors, but gone when she turns around. Vanishes from her locked bedroom during a rainstorm. Doors and windows sealed from the inside. Servants report a strange knock on the door the night before, 3 slow taps. A small raven pendant is found on her vanity. A detective compares the pendant to the 1843 calling card. The engraving style is identical, despite 28 years passing. Act 4, The Gilded Age Curse, 1896. Case 4. Catherine Astor Whitcomb, 1896. Great-granddaughter of Eleanor Whitcomb, newly married into the Astor fortune. Attends an opera gala at the Metropolitan Opera House. During intermission, she excuses herself to the powder room and never returns. Witnesses say a man in a black coat was seen leaving the building with a woman in white. A note is found in her seat. Greater than, the debt is never paid. The raven claims what is owed. This sparks headlines across the nation, linking all 4 disappearances. Police attempt to connect surviving husbands but find their wealth stems from the same obscure investment firm dating back to 1810. Act 5, The Investigation. Narrative shift. A present-day historian, Drive. Emma Gray, uncovers sealed police records while researching for a book. She discovers all 4 women's dowries had been funneled into a secret trust. The trust's founder, a man named Nathaniel Crowe, who died in 1809, yet matches the description of the tall man in the black coat. Witness sketches from each disappearance look identical, as if the man never aged. The theory: Crowe made a pact to preserve the fortunes of certain New York families, in exchange for their brides, taken 1 per generation. The raven was his mark, symbol of the debt. Act 6, The Legacy. Emma traces the trust to a still-functioning bank in Manhattan. She requests access to the vault, and finds 4 wedding rings, neatly arranged in a small box, each engraved with the date of a disappearance. A shadow passes behind her in the empty room. 3 slow taps sound on the vault door. Final shot. Emma turns, camera pans to reveal a tall man in a black coat. Greater than man, it's time, Miss Gray. The debt must be paid. Fade to black. Style and tone notes. Atmosphere. Gaslight streets, horse-drawn carriages, ballroom scenes contrasted with shadowy alleys and stormy nights. Themes: greed, legacy, the corruption of old money, the supernatural price of wealth. Structure: each case acts like its own short film within the larger mystery, connected by a common thread that builds to the modern-day reveal.